Howdy, I'm Northern Dice and I'm going to be unboxing Escape the Dark Castle by Themeborn. This is a Kickstarter. This is much like when I bought Expand City, a game I purchased simply because I wanted it. But I know it was a Kickstarter and it is a game I missed by a long shot on that. And then foolishly, I missed its thematic sequel, Escape the Dark Sector. I don't know if you actually tell how black the box is, but I think that's awesome thematically. It is still half blind because it is one of those where I read a little bit about it and bought it on a whim because I saw it on the fly. But I do know that it is thematically wonderful apparently. Black and white for everything. Pencil and paper though, which is something, if you have watched ever one of my reviews, unboxing, if you've watched my unboxings before, you'll know I am not the biggest fan of pencil and paper because it means there is a limit to play. So here's the inside, and we have a rulebook, some dice, some big boy cards, some little cards, and some pencils. Maybe 2 layers, don't know. Let's have a look at the rulebook to kick off. Beautiful artwork. Welcome prisoners. Escape the Dark Castle is a simple fantasy adventure for 1 to 4 players with a focus of atmosphere, storytelling, and fun. Perfect for newcomers to tabletop gaming. It takes 2 minutes to set up, lasts around 30 minutes. Is that all? 30 minutes, oh my days. And each castle is randomly generated, so no 2 games are ever the same. And there's your components, and those are the chaps that you will be playing as. They don't look overly appealing, but I think, are those stats on the left-hand side? Ooh. Which makes them all unique, which is good as well. You're not just picking them based on how well they do at a beauty contest. I don't know what to say there. So you set up the game by creating the castle. And if it is only a 30-minute game, I can't imagine you use all 45 cards. You have a choice of character and their dice and their different stats. You have a turn order, your turn chapter cards, your complete chapters in the game. Get some good luck, always nice. And that's about it as far as actual instruction. Then it's just on to combat and defending. And the solo play, which is identical to regular play, but you just pick 2 heroes. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of dice. That was a lot deeper than I anticipated. Let's crack these out and have a look at the quality of these. I'll just get a black one and a white one. And I can already tell you that those are awesome. Weighty. Good weight to them. And they are engraved. And that says Smith on it, and that says Cook on it and Abbott. So the white dice are specifically for your characters, which is interesting and actually quite cool as well, because it means then you've got a specific dice for that character. Very nice. Let's crack open these, give me a moment. Okie dokie. So these smaller cards, just from an outset, look like item cards. Yeah, these are definitely things that you can pick up. You've got food, some one-handed weapons, a potion, some armour. And then it's just some instruction underneath, a relic. No real lore or advance on just the black and white thematicness, but none of it overly sounds helpful. Decayed blade, cracked axe. What's we got? Rotten shield, infested cheese wheel. Yeah, if you're going to escape, you're going to have a bad stomach. None of these actually sound very helpful, but I guess that fits into the theme of you're in this castle because you did bad. Oh, hello. That's what I look looking for. You did in the castle because you did bad, so everything in the castle ain't going to be exactly the best to make. So turn over to begin. Do not read until you have completed the last chapter card. This is it. You have reached the final challenge. One last obstacle between you and freedom. Turn over now. I will have a look at 1 or 2 of these, but I don't want to have a look through too many because I don't want to spoil it for myself or for you guys if you are in the same position as me. I've been foolish enough to not pick this up sooner. That was incredibly easy. That is placed like that, so that way then you don't get to see the chapters. I will turn over this one and this one alone. Without warning, a swarm of giant bats bursts into the passageway. You can only cower beneath the overwhelming blur of wing and fang. As the bats swarm, each player in turn must roll their character die along with 3 chapter dice. After rolling, a player loses 1 HP for each chapter die that matches their character die. Ooh, interesting. So it's generated pain based on 2 dice rolls. Very cool. And I'm not going to look any further into these, but I will tell you that the cards themselves are massive, so everyone's going to be able to see them across the table. But also, quality, I always like doing that, is really good. Quality of these, identical. Doesn't appear to be any kind of grain to them, there's no specific stock, but they feel very robust, which is very nice. The dice, I was impressed with. Not sure what the paper's for. Possibly to write down your items or take a log of things that might have happened, I'm not sure. Pencils are just pencils. So where are my character cards, can I ask? Yeah, let's put those to one side. Give me a second, I'm just going to have a quick butchers for the character cards. Within seconds of me saying that, I found the character cards. They're right at the back. They are the exact same stock back as the other cards, which is a little bit... Could have put something on the back, just say the word character. We have 6 heroes, eager to save the day. And they don't actually have names, they have jobs. That is their job. We have Abbott, Cook, Miller, Smith, Taylor, and Tanner. And of course, as everyone knows, Tanner was the village drunk. Very good. Interesting. And pretty self-explanatory, apart from the paper. Still not sure what that's for. I'm excited to try this, but as a small co-op game, more than anything, I expected this to have a lot more meat on the bones. So to say it only lasts 30 minutes is a very, very, very big statement. It must be incredibly quick turnaround. And I know there's expansion. I know that there are expansions to this as well through the Kickstarter campaign that can now be purchased at retail. But anyway, I have had a very short unboxing there, and I've talked for more than long enough. Thank you ever so much for sticking around. Catch you next time.